California is home to hundreds of thousands of people living with Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia. Behind that number are families watching someone they love slowly change. Memory fades, judgment weakens, independence slips away. And as that happens, something else rises sharply: the risk of exploitation. I'm Michael Hackard. For over 50 years practicing estate and elder law across California, I've seen a devastating reality play out again and again. As cognitive abilities decline, the likelihood of financial manipulation increases, and by the time many families recognize what's happening, the damage is already deep. This isn't accidental. Seniors with cognitive decline are not random victims. They are targeted. Science helps explain why. Recent research shows that the same brain changes associated with early Alzheimer's disease also impair financial judgment. Areas of the brain responsible for decision-making, memory, and risk evaluation begin thinning early. Long before a family notices obvious memory loss, the ability to detect deception may already be compromised. What that means is unsettling but important. Unusual financial decisions or vulnerability to scams can be an early warning sign of cognitive decline, not just poor judgment. Predators understand this. They look for seniors who hesitate, who forget details, who rely more heavily on others. And once identified, the exploitation follows a familiar pattern. Cognitive decline affects several core abilities that predators depend on. Judgment weakens. A person who once reviewed every document carefully may now sign without fully understanding the consequences. The ability to detect deception declines. Social instincts that once flagged danger become unreliable. Memory gaps widen. Exploiters fill those gaps with false narratives. You already agreed to this. Your family doesn't care. I'm the only one looking out for you. Dependence increases as daily tasks become harder. Whoever steps in gains influence. That imbalance of power is where exploitation thrives, and isolation sets in. Seniors withdraw socially or are quietly cut off from people who might notice what's happening. Over decades of handling these cases, I've seen exploitation unfold in 4 consistent stages. First is identification. A vulnerable senior is noticed. This might be a caregiver, a distant relative, a new romantic interest, or even a trusted professional. Second comes relationship building. The exploiter becomes indispensable. They handle finances. They manage appointments. They frame themselves as the only one who truly understands. Third is isolation and control. Family members are discouraged. Phone calls are screened. Visits become difficult. Information flows through one person. Then comes extraction. Bank accounts are accessed. Credit cards are used. Property is transferred. Wills and trusts are changed. New powers of attorney appear. Assets move quietly but deliberately. By the time adult children in Sacramento, families in Los Angeles, or relatives in the Bay Area recognize the pattern, much of the damage is already done. That's why warning signs matter. Unexplained withdrawals, new names on accounts, missing mail, bills unpaid despite adequate income, a sudden new person deeply involved in decisions, increased secrecy, distrust of longtime family members, stories that sound rehearsed, new estate documents no one knew about, property transfers, beneficiary changes, documents signed during obvious confusion. California seniors are particularly vulnerable for several reasons. Property values are high. Even modest homes can represent significant wealth. Estate plans are often complex. Trust, amendments, beneficiary designations, and powers of attorney can be manipulated behind the scenes. Many seniors have substantial retirement accounts, and California's diversity allows exploiters to build false trust through shared language or culture. The good news is that California law provides strong protections. The Elder Abuse and Dependent Adult Civil Protection Act allows recovery of stolen assets, damages for suffering, attorney's fees, and punitive damages in severe cases. Probate Code. Section 259 allows courts to disqualify abusers from inheriting anything from the person they exploited. Documents signed without capacity can be challenged. Transactions caused by undue influence can be undone, but these remedies depend on timing. Deadlines apply. Evidence matters. That's why prevention is always better than litigation. Get involved early. Stay connected. Monitor finances with permission. Document cognitive changes. Review estate plans. Never give caregivers power of attorney. And if exploitation has already occurred, act immediately. Gather records. Secure remaining assets. Report concerns to Adult Protective Services. Speak with an attorney who understands both elder abuse and estate litigation. Here's what many families miss. Exploitation of seniors with cognitive decline almost always leads to inheritance theft. The same manipulation that drains accounts also rewrites estate plans. When the senior passes away, rightful heirs discover they've been cut out entirely or that little remains. These are not separate problems. They are connected. At Hackard Law, we approach these cases by uncovering the full pattern. We investigate relationships. We document cognitive status. We trace assets. We pursue elder abuse claims and estate litigation together. For qualified cases, we work on contingency. Families don't pay attorney's fees unless assets are recovered. If you're watching a parent decline and something feels wrong, trust that instinct. If you've already discovered exploitation after death, don't assume it's too late. California law provides powerful tools, but time matters. Reach out. Tell us what you're seeing. Let us help protect your loved one or recover what was wrongfully taken. Hackard Law represents heirs and beneficiaries in estate and trust litigation in the San Francisco Bay Area and throughout California. You can call us today at 916-313-3030. We look forward to hearing from you.